Now this guy, I got this guy at the farmer's market. I do not want to make you guys think that I am this skilled or have this good of a green thumb, but I saw it and I fell in love with it. It was $15. I could not resist. And I went on Mother's Day, so it was a Mother's Day gift to myself. But I have managed to keep it alive and healthy since May. So, and it is December now, so it is very happy. So I have it just hanging here. Gets watered every day because it's free draining. And it is about as happy as I've ever seen a plant could be. I need to figure out how to separate this one too, because it looks like there's quite a few opportunities for more plants out of this one. This is our sad, struggling Christmas cactus. But as you can see, it's got some buds. Look at those. Okay, the main part of the plant rotted, but it is attached to this one. As you can see, this little stalk right there, but it's attached to this guy who's very healthy, and he's starting to get buds and little new leaves, and you can see where he's starting to heal himself from whatever blight was on this plant. Some of it's not doing too well, like this guy. But we are keeping a special eye on it. I don't know how to separate this from this with the bud on it, because I'm afraid it'll contaminate the whole plant. Maybe I should just snip it off, but I'm not sure. I've been researching Christmas cacti and to see what is the best solution for this issue. So it looks like we're about to have a storm out here, which is great because my plants love rainwater better than any other kind of water. And also all my new little babies out there will get watered. So I figured out why my potatoes turned green. You know, I was talking about the potatoes. So, and I still have them because I'm just waiting for them to shrivel up enough and start to sprout, and they're just going to be seed potatoes. So my first crop is going to be a seed crop. So these are the, you know, the potatoes. 3 of them came out green. Some of them came out this tiny, you know, little bitty ones. And so we're gonna just wait for the eyes to start sprouting, and then we can plant those after I bring up the rest of the potato patch. Till it, fertilize it, do all the things, and then replant. And hope for the best, you know, because that's what we do. We hope for the best. Now, some sort of cover crop is going in here. I've just got the soil. I'm starting to prep it. You know, I've got some clippings in the very bottom, and then fertilizer. I threw a little compost in there and threw nice soil on top of it and fertilized the top. So I'm just waiting. I'm pretty sure beans are going to go in here. I do love green beans. They're my favorite. So I think I'm going to plant some green beans. I really do want to concentrate on things that I do eat. You know, as I said before, radishes, couldn't get them to bulb properly. And I don't really love radishes. I don't put them in my salad. I don't eat them. Okay, so I pretty much blasted the aphids off this plant. It's looking pretty clean. It's looking much better. No more nasty little aphids stuck to it. And I'm just gonna do that until I get some ladybugs. Just blast it every day, inspect them, and blast them. I put the flat, I don't know, my hose, the hose, I set it on flat, and I just blasted it, and they all flew off. So that's, at least that's a happy ending for today. Well, mater babies are still doing really well. And I did. I grew these right in this container from seeds. And they really are looking beautiful. I'm really excited about them. They've got nice thick stems. They're not as wobbly as they were even a couple of days ago. This one's still a little wobbly, but his stem is starting to thicken up a little bit and firm up, so that's good. We do still have enough tree cover in the yard to where we get leaves in the garden all the time, but that's okay. Leaves aren't bad as long as they don't have any nasty little pests attached to them, which they usually do. So I do tend to scrape them out of my garden whenever possible, but before you actually have anything planted, it's a really nice mulch, and it protects the dirt from the UV rays of the sun, which we don't seem to have any of today because it is going to rain. As you can see, this tree, part of this tree fell down 2 years ago, and maybe 3 years ago. I'm not even sure. I have no concept of time anymore. Since my 50s, I guess you could say. But I'm pretty sure this is more than one tree. Part of it's dead. You could see the very tippy top there, but this thing houses so many birds and squirrels and wildlife. I'm sure you can hear them all out here from time to time whenever I'm trying to talk on video. And even the neighbor's bougainvillea, as you can see, it's grown way up into the top of that tree. You could see little glimpses of a beautiful pink, deep pink color. That is that bougainvillea all the way up in that tree. It's amazing. Nature is amazing. Okay. Still have not figured out which weed is my tomato plant, but I am pretty sure that it's this one. Maybe not. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see when it comes up. But I do know they come up with 2 straight leaves, and then they come up with crinkly leaves on either side, so that could very well be my tomato plant. Either that or it's just a weed and my tomato plant has not germinated yet, but that's okay. Now this little part of the garden, I know it looks messy, but this is where the little scraps go. So all of a sudden I discovered this tiny little pothos growing valiantly out of the ground. So something from this plant must have dropped off and it just took root and took off. So I threw a few little succulents in here. This is a succulent plant. Doesn't look like one, but it is. You can literally just break that off, stick it in the ground, you've got a plant, or another pot. Very prolific plant. I love it. It does bloom, little yellow blooms. It's pretty. I'm hoping it blooms. Have no idea what these are, but they are succulents and I love them, so in they went. And this is our lemongrass bush. I planted this lemongrass into the ground 2 years ago, straight in, right in the sand, and it took off. And it really does keep the mosquitoes away. And what I would do is just cut it down every so often and mow over it, and we would have instant mosquito natural mosquito repellent in the yard for weeks. It was great. Okay, now it's raining, so I'm going back in. Let the garden have a nice big drink of water, and I'll see you next time. Bye.